welcome to Accumulate, the game show where things can quickly add up. I'm your host, Daniel Peake, and beside me are two teams that are beside the seaside, beside the sea. This week the teams are the Last Minuters and Pure Genius. Let's meet the captain of the Last Minuters.
Hi, I'm Joanne, I'm doing medical microbiology, and I obsessively buy toy sheep.
Hi, I'm Claire, I'm a second year biology student, and I'm very accident prone.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm a psychology and philosophy student, second year, and I have an irrational fear of clowns.
Excellent. And the captain of Pure Genius is Elliot.
Hi, I'm Elliot. I'm doing politics and international relations, and I lost my shoes in Freshers Week.
Paroma?
Yeah, I'm Paroma, and I'm studying fine art and history of art, and I lived in Russia for a year.
And I'm Diana. I'm studying international management and business administration with Italian, and I'm from Ecuador.
Ooh. Well, welcome to this bizarre little quiz show world. Accumulate is a game show with 4 rounds. The team that has accumulated the most points at the end of round 4 wins. It's as simple as that. So let's crack on with round 1. Round 1, the accumulator. Question 1's worth 1, question 2's worth 2, and so on until question 5 is worth 5. Now, we flipped a coin before we started the show, and the Last Minuters, you lost the toss, and as you lose, you choose. You get a choice between 2 categories of 5 questions. They are A Stitch in Time or Saves 9. A Stitch in Time or Saves 9.
Any preferences?
Stitch in time?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go with Stitch in Time.
Have almost no idea what's going on, so we'll go with A Stitch in Time. Something in the question or answer will always relate to something in time. First of all, 3 individual questions. Nick, your one's worth 1 point. Aimed at home users, what Microsoft operating system was released in between Windows 98 and Windows XP?
Windows 2000.
Yes, also known as... the home user one. I'll accept. It's Windows Millennium Edition.
Okay.
2000 wasn't strictly aimed at home users, but I'll be kind.
Thank you.
2 points for Claire. From her album Hard Candy, Madonna had a hit in 2008 with Justin Timberlake called what?
40 seconds.
No, the 4 was right. It was 4 minutes, but I can't accept, I'm afraid. Team Captain Joanne, 3 points. What Anglo-French conflict lasted from 1337 to 1453?
I haven't got a clue.
No idea?
No.
The theme is time, so we were going for the 100 Years' War. 100 Years' War. Despite the fact that it didn't last 100 years, but we'll just ignore that. Question 4 and 5, there were 4 and 5 points, and they're for the team. Question 4, in what position did Andy Roddick come in the 2009 Wimbledon Men's Singles Championships?
Should we just go for... It wouldn't be first.
I'll go second.
I think, yeah, we'll go for second then.
Yeah, second.
Second is a unit of time. That is correct for 4 points. After an epic final that ended in the 5th set, 16-14. Question 5 for 5 points. His last completed novel, which Charles Dickens story, centres around late miser John Harmon's wealth that he left behind?
I have no idea.
I'm not much of English literature, man.
Oh. Could you repeat the question, please?
No, because I'm bored now. Any idea? No.
No.
It was Our Mutual Friend. Our Mutual
I was
Friend.
never going to get that.
So it's time for Pure Genius to have Saves 9. So this is all about the number 9. Something in the question or answer will relate to number 9. Question 1. What is the name of the robotic dog in the Doctor Who TV series? This is for Diana, isn't it? At 1 point.
Yeah.
9.
I don't know.
No.
No idea.
It's K9.
Okay.
K9. Question 2 for Paroma. What song did Dolly Parton have a hit with in 1980 that is a common term to describe a working day?
I don't know.
No, it's 9 to 5.
Oh, right.
Working 9 to 5. Anyway. Question 3 for the captain. I'm going to regret that later. What is the 9th month in the Islamic calendar in which fasting traditionally occurs?
Eid.
I'm going to have to research that. I don't think that's right. I think I can't accept that. Ramadan.
Oh, Ramadan. Oh.
Yeah, Eid is a different month. Sorry about that. Questions 4 and 5 for the whole team. The Moscone Cup is a tournament in which specific sport?
The Moscone Cup.
Yes. Think about the theme.
Something to do with 9.
Any idea?
No.
It's 9-ball pool. Yeah. Could have gone on 9 Skittles, but that would have been wrong as well. In a standard completed 9x9 Sudoku, what is the sum of all the individual digits? No calculators allowed.
48.
Just a little bit out. If you add up, it's 1 to 9 added up together and then multiplied by. It's 405. Just a little out there. At the end of that round, Team Genius yet to score, but there is still plenty of time left. Whilst the last minuters are on 5. It's time for round 2, speculate to accumulate. Round 2 is speculate to accumulate. I'll be putting lists in front of each team with 6 items, and all they have to do is put them in order. 1 point for the first in the right place, 2 points for the second, and so on. But there's a red herring. One of the answers does not belong, so I'll have to figure it out, put it at the end, because it's worth no points. Now, Team Genius, you lose, you choose. You're slightly lagging behind at the moment, but this means you get a choice of categories. Last week we had hearts and diamonds. This week we have clubs and spades. Would you like clubs or spades?
Helps. Spades.
Spades. So, you spay a dog, hence spades. So please, starting with the most popular, put these UK dog breeds in order from the top 10. This is according to the UK Kennel Club, based on data from 2006. Remember, one of these dogs does not belong to the list. You have 45 seconds starting now.
Okay. Well, I think probably Labrador should be up there. So Labrador should be first.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Second. Yeah.
Okay. Right. I reckon Cocker Spaniel's probably after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Border Terrier, what's the Beagle?
It's very good.
yeah.
Okay.
So
10 seconds.
I think.
Remember to put the red herring at the end.
Yeah.
5. And time. You don't look convinced, I must say.
It's not something I have a lot of expertise in.
It's why the round is called speculate to accumulate. So what have you put as your top answer? Sorry, what is your red herring first?
Oh, boxer.
Sadly, that wasn't the red herring, but we'll come to that in a moment. Your top answer
Labrador Retriever.
is correct for 1 point. It is the most popular dog. Next,
German Shepherd.
sadly, it was English Cocker Spaniel, which was the second most popular. Third,
Cocker Spaniel.
yes, it was actually German Shepherd, so you had them the wrong way around, unfortunately. Fourth,
Beagle.
no, it was the Boxer, in fact, and that was the 9th most popular out of all the dogs in the UK. Next,
Border Terrier.
is correct, so you get 2 points for that. And this means that Beagle and Boxer were also the wrong way around. Beagle was actually the red herring, which is an interesting crossbreed, and was 30th in the list in the UK. The last minuters, you've got clubs, and you don't look particularly happy about it.
No, we're not.
Football fans.
Right, well, football, you say. Starting with the most, put these FA Cup winning clubs in order of how many times they've won it. Remember, one item doesn't belong to the list, so you've got 45 seconds, starting now.
What one do you think's red herring?
Clapham
Clapham
Rovers.
Rovers. Okay, I'll go with you guys. Manchester United first.
Yep.
Then
Then
Arsenal,
Arsenal,
then
then Chelsea. I think West
West
Ham,
Ham,
and
Middlesbrough.
Middlesbrough. That's good, we're not having any arguments. Okay. Yeah,
Go with that.
that's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah.
Stop there. For a team that doesn't profess to know anything about football, that was very quick. So what's your red herring?
Clapham Rovers.
It is incorrect, unfortunately, so you don't know everything about football.
I didn't claim to.
Don't know anything about football.
What is your top answer?
Manchester United.
Correct, they've won it 11 times. Next.
Arsenal.
Yes, they've won it 10 times. That's correct for 2 points. Next.
Chelsea.
Correct, they've won it 5 times. That's worth 3 points. Next.
West Ham United.
Correct again. That's worth 4 points. They've won it 3 times. And next.
Middlesbrough.
Which you know is going to be wrong
Yeah.
because Clapham Rovers is actually 5th, and Middlesbrough haven't won it any time, so that was the red herring. At the end of Speculate to Accumulate, Pure Genius, you're now on 3. There is still plenty of time left because the last minuters are on 15. Everything could start to change here. They'll need nimble fingers for the Accumula Tower. Let's see what dizzying heights will be reached in this round. Pure Genius, you're going first as you're trailing at the moment. So you get 90 seconds of questions, building a tower, 1 point for the first layer, 2 points for the second, and so on. And you can build up to 2 towers at the same time. So, your 90 seconds starts now. Who sang Candle in the Wind at the funeral of Princess Diana?
Elton John.
Correct. And we're on to 1 layer. On what side of the road are you meant to drive on in Australia?
Left.
Correct. Good guess. It's looking wobbly already.
The paper plot.
Yeah. Bad workman always blames his tools. What is the black disc called that is hit in ice hockey?
Puck.
Yes.
Team puck. Needs some support.
The tower needs some support. Oh. You can help him out if you need to.
Go for it. How long have we got left?
That's looking a bit better. About 40 seconds. Who writes about a fictional world called the Discworld?
Terry Pratchett.
Correct. Sorry, I thought you'd finished your layer.
No.
The tower will need to be unsupported at the end of 90 seconds.
Yeah.
We've got 10 seconds left. Who travelled back to the future and became a teen wolf in 1985?
Pass.
Timer. It's Michael J. Fox. That round you scored 10 points because you got 1 point for the first layer and you got 4 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10. So it's time for Team the In-Betweeners. No, the last minuters, something like that. You've got 90 seconds to answer as many questions and build a tower as high as possible. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Your time starts now. Before acting in films such as the Naked Gun trilogy, what sport did O.J. Simpson play?
Baseball.
No, American football. Gingivitis is a disease affecting which specific part of the body?
Guns.
Correct. Who was the Greek god of the moon whose name was used by NASA for some of their missions?
Apollo.
Correct. Which game has tiles with between 0 and 12 spots on the total spots in a set?
Dominoes.
Correct. I think you're going to have to rebuild one of those layers.
Yeah.
So you're down to 1 layer now.
Okay.
Which university has more registered students, Reading University or the Open University?
Reading.
Open University. Which family was central to the story of The Sound of Music?
Von Trapp.
Correct.
Don't take me too much.
Who became the leader of South Africa in 1994?
Nelson Mandela.
Correct.
Yes, you do it.
Starting to shake. You've got 10 seconds.
Yep.
From which language do the words coffee, kiosk and yogurt originate? Turkish or Australian?
Turkish.
Turkish is correct, but we are now out of time. So 3 layers of the tower, that's 1, 2, 3, 6 points. Let's see what that's done to the scores. Pure Genius, you're now on 13 points, whilst the in-betweener last minuters are on 21. I'll get their team name right in the end. Incidentally, they're both on Fibonacci numbers of points. Anyway, it's time for round 4, Super Accumulator. This round is the super accumulator. So many points available, anyone could win. 10 questions, the first one's worth 1, second one's worth 2, and so on and so forth, till the 10th one is worth 10 points. Buzz in, get it right, you get that number of points. Buzz in, get it wrong, you lose that number of points, and I'll throw it over to the other team, so be careful when you buzz in, teams. The theme for the 10 questions is bottoms up. Something in the answer or question will relate to a drink. Not necessarily alcoholic, but predominantly so. Sorry to disappoint. Question 1 for a point. Which dance completes the following expression? It takes two to Claire.
Tango.
Correct. Tango being a fizzy drink. Question 2 for 2 points. In the handheld gaming device, what does PSP stand for? Joanne.
Personal.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. You lose 2 points. Anyone from the other team want to buzz? Elliot.
PlayStation Portable.
Correct. Port being the drink in there. What name is given to the type of egg that has been hard-boiled, shelled, wrapped in sausage meat, and then breadcrumbs, and then deep-fried?
Scotch egg?
Elliot.
Sorry, Scotch egg.
Yes, Scotch being a drink. You know that. You put your left leg in, left leg out, in, out, shake it all about. These are the lyrics. Elliot.
The hokey cokey?
Hokey cokey. Yes, indeed. Question 5 for 5 points. Which men's clothing size traditionally comes between small and large? Joanne.
Medium.
Yes, medium. Mead being a drink. Oh, these are terrible. I love it. Question 6 for 6 points. Which famous 1974 boxing match featured the then world heavyweight world champion, George Foreman, and former world Elliot?
Rumble in the Jungle?
Rumble in the Jungle is correct. Well emphasised on the rum. 7 for 7 points. The first contestant to be voted out of this year's Strictly Come Dancing. Which tennis star won Wimbledon in 1997? No one going to buzz? It's Martini Hingis. Martini. Yes. Anyway, question 8 for 8 points. What was the first documentary in the series following 14 British children as they grow up? The documentary looking at their lives at the ages of 49.
A Child in Time? Sorry.
Nick?
A Child in Time?
Where's the drink in there?
I don't know.
Yeah, you've already drunk it, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's incorrect. The documentary looking at their lives at the ages of 49, 42, 35, 28, 21, 14 and one other. It's 7 Up. 7 Up. Question 9 for 9 points. Which New York borough contains the Flatiron Building, New York University, the Guggenheim Museum, Times Square, Central Park, and the Empire State Building? Joanne.
Manhattan.
Correct. Manhattan is a cocktail. Question 10 for 10 points. Which television sitcom started in 1973 and has had 30 series and is still going, is set in Yorkshire and centres on the shenanigans of 3 old men and used... Claire.
Archers.
It's not the Archers, good guess, but it's not right. And used to feature the infamous Nora Batty.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, you can't buzz in again, sorry. Anything here? No, it's Last of the Summer Wine. And that completes the quiz. Time to find out who's won. The last minuters, you've scored 16 points, whilst the Pure Geniuses have stormed into the lead with 28. Ironically, they were the last minuters. So, congratulations, we'd like to see you in the semi-finals. But we don't want to give empty hands away or leave them empty-handed for the losers, so I've given finger traps, Chinese finger traps, one of which is broken. So here you go, congratulations. This is the broken one. So there we go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, from the losers, it's goodbye. From the winners, it's a more enthusiastic goodbye. Certainly is. And I'll see you, accumulator.